Hey guys, this is Tigris coming back to you with episode 22 of Minecraft New Adventures. And I've completely forgot what I did last episode, but time to jump into the pool. I was gonna potentially something. I probably will leave the pool if it is. I probably will just leave the blocks as a potential, but for the minute, no, I kind of like how it is. Also, guys, any of you that did send, you see the burst stream yesterday, which was going over quests and all that lot. I hope you enjoyed it. It was kind of fun to make, and going into it, it was definitely like before I started streaming. It was more of a case of I'll go in, I'll spend a few hours, I'll basically explore everything. And the point at the time is like I didn't think of it as like, hold on, what I'm intending to do is essentially a world tour. In reality, what I wanted to do was what I did do in the end, was basically just explore a few things around Quest, because it's been a while since I've been on there, so I wanted to see what what it looked like on the PlayStation and all that lot, like all the differences and because I don't like the new because the difference between Unreal Engine, the PS5 compared to the Xbox One S, so. And it was definitely nice. I probably didn't explore everything I wanted to, and I might do a part 2 at some point. This is going to move these. I'd completely forgot about it. This week's kind of been a bit more hectic because I said Monday I would, and then it's a case of until yesterday I hadn't been back on Minecraft for the last few days. And then Tuesday was the Spider-Man episode. Wednesday was the stream for Quest. And then today, it's like today. So, to get started, we are going to find a spot where I can make a ginormous sheep pen, and I'd already had found it. The only thing I hadn't done was trim around here, and essentially get rid of all this. I like the mini little train thing, but it was never going to be a permanent thing. Like, not this anyway. I might make a train station at some point. I was going to say, can I not pick that thing up? Did I make a mistake? Sorry guys, I'll be back in a second. I'll still be visual, just won't be audio for a couple of minutes. Yeah, I need more sticks. Plant chest. So yeah, guys, so where I've literally dug a good part of it from last episode, I will be building stuff here. Like, it probably will be, the farms will probably be closer to that way, but I still kind of just want to move it down like one level. Now, something I do know because I have done it in other worlds before now, because there was another world that I messed around with when, like, before I had Quest back on PlayStation, and back when New Adventure was a case of, like, days per day would be streams, like, the days would actually matter. There was another world that I played on, and I tested the mod on that. And I did find out that you can remove them, and you can basically just replace them. I don't know. So what I am just going to do is make it look like nothing was changed. Okay, so yeah, so I did jump down there for no reason. Like, don't get me wrong, this hole looks ugly as anything, and quite frankly, I don't want to keep it. This actually looks nice, like, nice, clean, a lot. Basically, if scouts don't have something to connect up to, they do tend to go all the way down to the bottom. At the bottom for this isn't too bad. So yeah, guys, so we are basically just going to spend this episode between, for the most part, like, kind of... I should probably go to sleep. I've got torches outside, like, right next to my bed, so I'm semi-protected, but I technically do have a bed. Upstairs. You know what? Who's ever heard of working through the night? Zombies are like tracker dogs, or not just. Don't know why I instantly went to tracker dogs. Like tracker animals. They know where you are at every point. Okay, why did that Jimmy jump scare? But yeah, so guys, so we're basically just digging holes, not holes, but they're digging out space because I want this half of like the village to be livestock and everything like that, and like that have to sort of be village related stuff, and I probably will move a few of those houses up and around. But this does look so much more nicer now that I've stopped being so stubborn. Like, granted, it'd be so easy to cover up, and I might at some point, like, these holes might get covered up at some point. But something that I do need to do. Basically, I went mental at the point where I was like, I need so much of this stuff to finish my house. It's taking way too long. Thankfully, I didn't decide to build my whole house out of it. Although, a doghouse? No, I'll go there. Do not go there. Like, granted, I know for a fact it would look nice, but it'd be the most pain in the ass thing in the world again. So for today, I think for the most part, what I probably will do is make a couple pans. Because I believe I think there's chickens in there too. No, there isn't. Which I'm not too fussed about. Like, they wouldn't be the most annoying thing. Like, at some point I do need to make a horse stable, and it's on the list. It's just not an important thing on the list. Now, the reason it's not the most important thing on the list is because it's like, well, horses aren't going to allow me to survive and, live. But, a cow, sheep, and pig pen will. See, it was kind of handy when I was... That's back in a second. Now, more important question, where the hell am I keeping the paper? Oh, what's the chance I've just left the enchantment stuff outside? I had... Thought so. One of those things where it's like, I probably have... But yeah, so guys, what I will do is because I want to essentially make a equivalent of an automatic chicken farm. But I also want the chicken. See, when it comes to making chicken farms, I want them to be automatic for the case of the eggs drop and they can be picked up easily. Like, I don't need to go running around chicken coops and being like, okay, how many eggs do I have since I've last drawn? A 5 out of what? 2, 3 star? So I do put hoppers, but to get hoppers, I need iron. To get iron, I need to go mining or make an iron farm. Which I can do in between episodes. I'd also kind of want to do different, like, logs for, like, different animals, like... Yeah, guys, dirt is one thing I'm not gonna, need for a while. So I can potentially do... Yeah, I was 100% not organized. It would help if I basically did... Basically a nice little sample board. Which does mean Spruce Stone would actually have planks, and cherry and bamboo's bamboo. Like, they're in the plank section because they are planks. Um, I think I probably will just use oak planks to make... You know what, yeah, I'll just use the oak planks to make, because it's going to look nicer. And then when we get different animals, I'll start then, like, for instance, foxes, depending on what foxes I get, I'll do different planks for them. Technically speaking, the smart idea would be to clear some of the trees down here. Like, that big tree probably isn't staged just because that hole probably should be fixed. But we'll start with this. I probably will set something like not a tree farm, not technically a tree farm, but basically what I tend to do when I need to essentially get a selection of woods is put a giant ass glass ceiling over the top of it so they won't grow to stupid heights. Basically just enough that a dark oak sapling and jungle sapling with 4 saplings can grow up too. I still could probably use that pit for something. Granted, it'd probably make a great iron farm. But again, I don't want to. And again, I can't. The reason I can't use it for the iron farm is because villagers, and they need to be 150 blocks away from them. Which means, we'll say 200 for the house. So I'd probably go to about 400 that way. Also, my original plan was to stay stream up to day 150. I probably will just make a couple of the pens because it won't take that long. And then go, yeah, I've done a good bit. And then probably call it, say, day 148, 149. Then spend, say, the other 2 days. I say other 2 days. It's going to take me more than 2 days to get everything I need. I can guarantee now we'll probably be up to about... Ooh, great horses. I'm going to say up to probably about 160 by the time I've done with the iron farm, chickens, and with the chicken, with like the other 2 pens, I'll do 2. It probably will be. Sheep's definitely one of them, and it's probably going to be cows. Even though technically speaking, doing like... But the reason I the reason I can't do the chicken farm now is because I don't have the hoppers. And I don't know how many hoppers I'm going to need. To be fair, that 100% should be enough for now. Also, the back of the house is starting to grow on me because it's like, do I really like it? But the only reason I want like the woods up here is 1, 2, 3. I don't have acacia. I'm gonna presume I don't have an acacia sapling. It's not the fact I don't have an acacia sapling, it's the fact I don't have anything apart from oak. And dark oak. Hopefully this should be enough because it should just be a case of... I'm gonna say from the cows. We'll go from here. Leave a double gate. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll move it by 1. It's not a problem. Well, I'm saying it now. If I do have to essentially get rid of any beehives, I will relocate the bees. The dogs are essentially just living outside for now. Only need 4, make 6 more. Where the hell did I put that? I don't remember where. I'm presuming it was from a wanderer trade that's been around here. I can put the sheep pen neck right here because it's the perfect space. I'm a genius. Yeah. Not that much, 100% debatable. But I think that's like a nice little bit of room. And then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have a nice 4-path in between. Like, I don't have a problem if I need to cut these down, because while I like them and I think they make the area look a bit nicer, kind of, I will admit they are kind of an eyesore. Or more importantly, they are kind of a case of great bamboo. At some point, you eventually get fed up of only seeing bamboo. The only useful thing is they're really useful for sticks. So I probably will leave the large here around. Funny thing is, I only stopped because I ran out of fences. Not because I was done. At some point, I need to grab an acacia tree. Thing is, I do actually have acacia wood here. It's just a case of it's so intertwined with like a cherry tree. And it's like, do I really? It's like, no, I don't. I don't need it that desperately. This. Whenever I do decide to move the trees, I can tell you now, all the giant ones are getting burned. Hopefully, not be enough for now. See, I don't need loads, I just want enough to be able to make the 2 pans. If I had more leads, I would quite simply do it the easy way, but I don't. So I can't. Because the easy way would literally just be a case of tying every other creature up, luring at the ones I want, and then being like, hee hee. Hold on, no, not done. To figure out how far I want it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want it too much more bigger, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You what? No. I know it's really close to that path, but I can easy enough to move that path. Six. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To be fair, guys, this path probably will just get moved anyway. I've got a shovel. Why the hell am I using a hand? But yeah, I need it to be a decent size just because of the fact that it's going to be used a decent bit for beds. Because in total, whichever... There's no gate, is there? Damn it. Actually, yes there is. See, one thing I would think, like, technically speaking, it would also just be easy just to make all 3 pens. And then move the animals into them. I know, like, I don't want a massive, like, pen for the pigs, but I do want a decent size. So when we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go 1, 2, 3. Again, the pigs, like, I don't need, like, I need, like, 3, 4 pigs. Like, just in case someone pork chops and just as, like, an additional, say, food source. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. It would just be easy to fill the holes. I know that for a fact. At the same point, I kind of don't want to. Or at least not fully fill them. You know what? I'm using dirt from this because I do need to sort it at some point. Because part of me is like, I don't need a massive pig pen, but it's like, it's not fair on them. Plus, guys, I knew this was only going to take me, what, 20 minutes? The annoying problem is going to be moving the creatures in. Now, there will be changes that I will be making to... I need more oak. I need 4 more blocks. I'm pretty sure I have 4 more blocks in the house. There will be changes that we'll be making to the pig pen, but that'll be after I get like food sorted because I like to leave carrots in there. But at the same point, my first set of carrots aren't going to be a case of, oh look, I need carrots. Time to go to the pig pen and nix them. The chicken pen will be built outside of episodes, and quite frankly, it will literally just be built over here. And by built outside of episodes, I mean built in the next episode. Go back here. So I was only going to really build two because it's like, it'd be easy just to get the carrots and sheep out. Turns out, no. Technically speaking, I could probably chuck chickens into that pen for now. If I do find any, I will just chuck them into here. But like, this is already here, so why not use it? Again, first creature to run out, it's the first creature that gets bought. Plus, to be fair, I'm giving them 100% an upgrade. They went from a group of like 3 pigs, like 3 cows, and like 2-3 sheep, sharing a tiny little equivalent of a 1-bedroom apartment to sharing like to having their own like 2-3 bedroom houses. Like these creatures are getting an upgrade. The only creatures I can't let like die, like one of the sheep or like the last pig dies, it's not the grant for the sheep's more annoying. Not the worst thing in the world, it is more annoying. Now, I'm saying in between episodes I will have... Seriously? I will have Say Nine Farm up and running. It all depends. It's something I do want to get up and running as quick as possible. Because it will be nice not needing to go back and using stone tools and just be like, oh, I just need to run a couple 100 blocks just to grab some iron. Right, that's the pigs rehomed. Who's next? Who wants out the filthy cage first? I'm saying it now, the cow's going to be the last to leave that pen. Like, sheep are now being stubborn, but the cows are 100% way more stubborn. And, to be fair, the smart choice would have been move 2 of the creatures into the pens. Like, move the sheep out of that pen, move, say, another creature into another pen, even if it was just, say, a temporary pen, and then just leave whatever was left in there. But quite frankly, when the pace started running out, it's like, oh, great, so everything's going to come at me. No, I was really wrong. So, in total, I need, like, 40. Like, pieces of wool. And the only reason I'm not going to make the iron farm on stream or anything is because it's one of those cases where it's like, okay, so I need to go so far, I need to go so many blocks down, and then need to put beds, I then need to get job blocks, and then need this, and this. Sorry dogs, sorry cats, sorry parrots. You'll get a new home next episode. In that case, I'm clearing. No, I'm clearing the weather. I don't have all day, you lot, but okay. So, I think now the sheep is now thinking, the cow's being stubborn, and, this tiger's now got bets on it staying. The horses will also be getting a better pen, because, like, there's so many stuff that it's like, okay, what's on top of the list? And the way I define the list is more of a case of, might be able to get the 40 pieces of wood today, is what's not got somewhere that's safe to live. Like, what's not got a boxing out apartment? Yeah, I say it, I called it. It was always going to be the cow. Like, as soon as I saw the fact that the pig's running, it was like, yep, knew it. And why probably would easily just have the cow sleep right next to me. There's fire right next to where my bed is, and I don't trust this cow not to turn itself into cooked meat. This is why I installed double gates. Why I don't install gates on chicken pens. Because chickens are a lot more quick and a lot more bloody sneaky. Which does mean you'll usually have like a chicken sprint towards you and it's like, holy shit, 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 shit. I probably will just spend, say, another 5-10 minutes just sort of shearing sheep. Also, just going to look see if I do have. I'd say going to look see if I have any hay. It's like, not hay, wheat. It's like, perfect. But yeah, I have half. It's like 2 wool per bed. Guys, I 100% will be getting you lot up. See, now comes the fun part. I'm gonna go and have to look for chickens. Because there's no point waiting for the sheep to grow. I may as well just go and look for some chickens. I'm pretty sure there were chickens in there too. And there's no foxes around, so either A, I didn't get chickens, or B, they've pulled a bloody sneaky ass heist. The heist of the escaping chickens. In all fairness, I'm pretty sure I never did get any. Although it would be funny. Okay, these 2 sheep have gotten me almost the exact same amount of wool as my actual 3 sheep did. Literally 8 blocks off. Technically still useful, but I'm going to stick to white. Not just only because of the fact that it's low. I've got like almost a complete stack worth, like almost 40 of what I need from it. chicken! Guys, I technically only need one. And, like, a few eggs. You're coming with me, chicken. Chicken, you could... Oh, if I didn't need you, I would turn you into a nice cooked chicken. See, this is kind of my like point of view when coming back with the dogs with the boat method that I did and showed last on like Monday. It was constantly a case of so the lead's still attached, it's fine. The lead's still attached, it's fine. But then all it takes is for you to go slightly too quick. Oh well, we'll keep trying. But I feel bad for essentially going, hey, sheep, let me, strip you of your wool and leave you to defend for yourself. I'm gonna go find him and chuck him into the pen. It's the right thing to do. That's the fact of I don't need that many more sheep. Once I have got all the wool, at some point in the near distant, like somewhat close in the future, somewhat far away in the future, because it's a case of getting the colours and actually going to search for all of them, there will be one sheep of every colour. And just need 4 more. Like, making iron farms uncomplicated or hard. It's just a case of when making a farm personally that I don't tend that. If I've not done something like 1,000 times, it's like, okay, that seems complicated, even though in reality, it's 100% not. So, okay, so like this. It's like on a different world. I built one that wasn't that far from my house because I wanted it relatively close and relatively easy. Forgetting, I then had villages in my house, and this was like 75 blocks away from my house. It was literally right next to a zombie spawner. So the good news, I no longer need to focus on getting wool. Like I wasn't expecting to be able to do it all in one strip. You know what? The rest of you sheep can to be able to do it all within like 5 minutes, but the sheep were playing nice. It also helps when you've only got like one color. But yeah, that's the animals put into their pens. I know this definitely feels more of a shorter, more of a boring stream, and because quite frankly, it kind of is. But to be fair, the next few weeks is literally just going to be a case of stuff I could do off stream, not going to because then I don't really have it in it because it's like, what do I do? What do I do? What kind of I got? Like, I could go netherite mining, and I will in a few weeks. So I just need to get more gunpowder, I believe. And that's I did eventually end up taking that gunpowder in the house. No, I did not. Nice to know. Ah, that's the fan chest. Never mind. I'm hoping to get. This is just for the case of stuff that I'm working on, sort of chest. I'm hoping to get about half a stack. In all fairness, I don't think it'll take me that long. As soon as I get like a full like proper setup and I can start enchanting like a diamond sword. Like I could easily bring the dogs in here. I don't want to, but at the same point I kind of feel bad. Also, one problem when you do trapdoors and you chuck, snow golems up in your attic. Like, guys, for all intents and purposes, this is just a case of a spare room. Like, I've got people coming over who need like spare space, like need some space or need to borrow some space. Yeah, sure, borrow my attic for a couple weeks. But it's kind of turned into the snow room, which not against, but the snow golems will be getting moved at some point. Basically, there's a lot more of an effective way to do it. Because from what you learn from doing it this way is you'll get a good few stacks, but they start to wander. And when they start to wander, it then becomes, oh, great. I know for a fact if I type in like snow, it'll be fine. Yep. So guys, yeah, again, we'll sleep. I probably should really just let this grow more, but to me, like, it's like, oh, it's perfect height. No, even I know for a fact there's some missing. 338. Yeah, guys, I think for the fact, like, I'm gonna quickly go and have a look on the roof, see how they look. But yeah, I do like how they look. I'm happy with the wool, so I can start potentially functioning, making it on, like, next, in between streams. But for the most part, like, that's the episode done. Just as, like, there was a few other things that I need to do, want to do, need a few other resources for it, like, for instance, I need loads more snow, which I can start getting next episode. But to do that, to make the dog guys, it's probably going to be a lot more efficient for me to make, even if it is just a temporary thing, but a snow farm. So I want to put snow for the ground. So, either way, this is Tiger signing off. Hope you enjoyed. If you are new around here, please like, subscribe, and see you tomorrow with Spider-Man 2. But that's the end of the stream. See you next week. Bye-bye.